This is the Altitude Daily Podcast. Everything you can't miss from today on Altitude Sports Radio. Moser, Lombardi and Kane.
I'll set this one on a tee for you so you can swat it away. Can we expect Gabe Landeskog in the lineup tonight?
Yeah, there's a good chance that he's going to play tonight.
Can you just run us through the proceedings that occurred before Game 2? A lot of people, again, I wasn't privy. I didn't have the sound up, so he opened up the pregame skate and then did not play. What happened there?
Yeah, like Gabe wanted to get in the room, and he wanted to go through the routine, and he wanted to experience that and be in the room to help the guys, and obviously the respect that he has, we wanted him in there as well. So he's been getting close to being ready to play here, and I think it's just like another voice, another leader, a guy that watched Game 1 from the press box. Had good insight, and he wanted to get in that routine of getting ready to play, and just one more step for him in his quest to return.
You obviously have some sort of expectation, or else you wouldn't put him on the ice if you don't know exactly what kind of hockey player he's going to be after almost 3 years. But what is the overall expectation you have? I can't imagine it would be fair to have the same expectation from the last game that he played at in the Stanley Cup Finals. So what is it?
Yeah, that I think that's fair. I think we have to watch and see. Nobody really knows. I like what I'm seeing in the practices. I like what I'm seeing in his preparation. He feels good. So we got to get him out on the ice and find out. That's the only way that you can do it. The practices are one thing, but this is a whole nother level. Like I said, even from regular season to these games we just played in Dallas, the pace, the intensity, physicality, all of it, the motion is all up. And, I trust in Gabe's preparation and his focus and what he's going to bring to the table, and he'll be a smart player. And, we'll just see, exactly where his game comes in, and, we'll deploy him appropriately.
The Altitude Daily, the morning sprint.
The ramifications of what Gabe Landeskog is doing tonight, not just for himself, not just for the Avs franchise, but just for people that think that they can't do something. This is a landmark night.
Things that have happened since 2022. Both the Pope and Queen Elizabeth died. A war broke out in Russia and Ukraine. Roe v. Wade got overturned. The Nuggets won a title. I got engaged and married.
Whoa. And you're still married.
Still married.
Which is cool, man.
Trump almost got assassinated and then won a presidency again. And Mike Sanford was an offensive coordinator at Minnesota.
That's insane.
All of those things have happened since the year 2022.
Dude, I've gotten fired twice. That sucks.
Sanford's gotten canned twice since the last time the game played full season.
I'll tell you what. The Altitude Sports Radio listeners, they've kept me around for longer than one calendar year, which is big.
Heck yeah.
It's a big deal, man.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah. Nobody's, still got it. Still got it here.
Let's go. It's an awesome 48 hours in Denver sports here. I'm going to be out at number 38 in Rhino with Mark Bertinoli.
From the Safeway Twitch feed here, an Iceman died?
Iceman died?
In a
Val
movie?
Kilmer's dead?
In a movie and in real life, which is awful.
Yeah, what are the other things that have happened over the course of these 3 years that I'm missing? That was just a very quick Google search this morning when I was prepping the show. Was okay, what's going on? What
I'll tell you one
happened?
thing that happened.
The Broncos selected Bo Nix.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing that happened. Patrick Mahomes lost himself a Super Bowl.
Yeah!
Which was great. Which was really good.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
That was good.
That's a good one.
Pills are good. Tell you what else has happened.
The Rockies have lost 250 combined games.
Yeah.
We need a full season of KB.
KB is still a Rocky.
Always on the IL.
Bud Black still managing the Rockies. Can you believe it?
Alexander Ovechkin became the all-time leading scorer since the last time that Gabe played. I bet you Ovi scored 100 goals since the last time he played.
Another famous bag of milk. That's who you were referencing when you talked about my body looking like a bag of milk. You said it was very similar to Alexander Ovechkin.
The Altitude Daily. Columbus, Hastings, and DMAC.
Jeff, you had on your top 100 list Shedeur Sanders in the 30s. And boy, oh boy, are there some rumors and lips flapping about him over the past 48 hours. Where do you think? What do you think his true value is, and what from all these rumors should we decipher when it comes to the draft tomorrow for Shedeur?
Yeah, D-Mac, it's the lying season, as I call it. So, I mean, a lot of times you got to put rumors. You know, I always tell folks it's really the sources you believe in and trust and go from there. But, you know, who's reporting it and all of that. I think, you know, I've spent a lot of time evaluating the quarterbacks on this board. I think Shedeur is QB2 in this draft. I think he's a pretty sturdy QB2. I think he could be a really productive starter in the league. The issues aren't all the stupid things you hear, I think. I don't think it's his how he approaches people and, you know, the interviews and all of that. I've heard nothing but, you know, the vast majority has been really productive, good things about those interactions with him, with teams. I think it's just a fact he's undersized and is not considered a great athlete at the position, but he's got a great brain. He processes well, and he's really good in big moments. So I think with a nice ramp up to be a starter, he could be a really productive guy in the league in the right hands. If I'm Shedeur, I've said, you guys know, I'd want to come down the board and go to a better team. That's just what I think the better situation for him is. Not come in and save our failing franchise and a coach in trouble. I don't think that's the situation for him. But I have a hard time believing he would go too deep into the second, even if he somehow isn't picked in the first round.
The Altitude Daily. Kretman and Lindahl.
So I'm assuming like they're going to have to load manage him carefully, right?
Sure.
I know hockey people bristle at that term, but that's what it is. What if this game goes to double overtime tonight?
Right.
You know, like what if we just end up with like some like 98-minute hockey game this evening? Like once you get extended past 60 and he's at his limit, then you're going to have to start double shifting guys, right? Like that's where this gets a little bit. Now, maybe there's a world where the Avalanche are looking at it and they're saying, we're not putting this guy on the ice in playoff hockey until he is ready to go, until he is 100% ready to play hockey. And maybe that has something to do with the long delay. And who knows, maybe he just goes. Maybe he hits 23, 24, 25 minutes of ice time tonight. It seems wild, but it's been 3 years and it is the playoffs. Like, maybe the Avalanche are viewing this, and maybe a part of it was they were waiting until they could view this as there's no handcuffs on him whatsoever.
I hope, because you're right. I hadn't even really thought about that aspect of it. There is no quick overtime end. I know you're always about the longest number of overtimes possible.
I'm always bringing up OT.
I don't know why the hell you're rooting for us to be up till 2 a.m. like that Rockies-Padres game that ended in 59 innings or whatever it was, 23. Seriously.
Late one last night.
Stop talking about it. Stop talking about it.
Late one last night.
You've been listening to the Altitude Daily. Catch us live weekdays on 92.5 FM, the Altitude Sports Radio app, twitch.tv/AltitudeSR, youtube.com @Altitude Sports Radio, and your favorite smart speaker. Say Altitude Sports Radio.